Alright, it's Mike Messier. Just a quick thought. I was, as you know, I'm a pro wrestling historian, but really, there's only so much you can listen to. I was just listening to 83 Weeks, Eric Bischoff, Conrad Thompson. It's a great show, but I found myself on the Bret Hart episode, and I'm just kind of realizing I've heard all these stories before, and there's only so much you can listen to. There's a constant need, at least for me, for entertainment in my own life, or just some type of background chatter, phone, conversation, something. But I remembered, not that I forgot, but I've been paying for this masterclass website, for about a year. It's really a great website. It has all these classes, online classes, and it is a time commitment. They do want you to fill out, they do want you to do the workbook exercises, but really, just listening to the videos with Steve Martin is the one I chose for today. This bee's about to sting me. And I just kind of realized, is in my brain valuable space? How many podcasts about pro wrestling matches from 20 years ago can I listen to before I kind of get the hint or get the idea? There's nothing that maybe I'll learn a kernel of truth or a kernel of information of interest from Eric and Conrad. I'm sure I would, but there's just such more information from the Steve Martin masterclass in particular, but there's classes on there for anybody. Film classes, cooking classes, Christina Aguilera. I'm not getting any type of commission from those people or anything from that website. Masterclass.com is what it is. I mean, I'm not getting any money from them, but I'm not getting any money from Conrad and fucking Eric Bischoff either. So just a thought for anyone who happens to watch this tape or this video. I'm on the beach, I'm walking around, it's very nice. And instead of kind of just filling my head with the same recycled stories that I've heard from different wrestlers, whether in the podcast world or if I happen to meet some of these people, it doesn't really do me a hill of fucking good. I mean, for most people, hearing these stories, that you can just write them off as entertaining. Or if you want to get into the wrestling business, probably some life lessons in there. But if you're looking to do something else with your life, like I am, as far as film and so forth, why not educate yourself? Even find a different YouTube video or a different, some type of other educational, informational news source other than the same fucking wrestling podcast. And obviously it's nothing against the work of Conrad or Eric. Conrad's probably one of, if not the best podcaster going. And I've listened to a lot of his shows. They've kept me company through some hard times over the last year. But just a thought, because I know there's a lot of other wrestling fans like myself who we go into this escape world of wrestling. We find joy and solace in these stories. And we feel that somehow it's helping us improve, or we can increase our stock with other wrestling fans or whatever the fuck. But the reality is, it doesn't put a dollar in our pockets. It just kind of keeps the cycle going of sugar and corn syrup of our need for wrestling. Whether, today's product, which I'm very critical of, not only WWE now, but other wrestling promotions are just abhorrent to me for various reasons. But why not just switch the dial? Another thing is, this morning I had taped Monday Night Raw as usual on DVD-R, and I kind of knew some of the spoilers of different things that happened, but instead of forcing myself to go through this thing and watch it just so I could be informed on how bad it was, I just erased it. I just said, there's nothing that happened that I need to see every nuance and detail. If I miss something, quote, important, quote, I'm sure they'll replay it a million times. There's just a life to be led. I mean, there's people on this beach right now. I'm getting some exercise. I'm wearing a black shirt, which was not a smart move, because I'm fucking hot now. But my point for all the wrestling fans is, turning off that channel is a good thing.